Rose, answer fairy god troll. Kenya began trolling Rose. Since the gap between your present moment and the implementation of your mystifying self-destruction continues to narrow, this will be the last conversation in which I attempt to talk you out of it nicely. I explain this. The intent isn't true self-sacrifice. First of all, you're underestimating the gravity of a dream death. It's a pretty serious thing, okay? And dream selves are important to a person in ways that aren't always obvious. I think you're being frivolous, but that's not really the sentiment reinforcing the exoskeleton of my argument. Soon, you will be blacked out of Trollian's viewport, and I have no explanation for this, and neither do you. So I'll just assume the worst, and you should too. Are you sure it's not because I'm sleeping? I've seen you sleep before. You're just asleep, on screen, peaceful and harmless and posing no threat to anyone. Unless, I guess, you're up to mischief in your dreams, which I cannot rule out. Actually, that's probably what you do in your sleep. What was I thinking? Shh. What? Blah, blah, blah. Right, sorry. I'm saying this is a special case. It is foreboding and disconcerting, and you're being reckless. You're right. I can't explain why I go dark on your monitor, but I'm confident in my plan. I have it under control. Your hubris is really astonishing. Easily twice the mass of the universe, I think. That it hasn't collapsed upon itself into a tiny lavender singularity is the most striking marvel paradox space has coughed up yet. Maybe it did. Maybe that's what went wrong. We figured it out. No, please stop. Humor won't deflect my really big and important tirade, okay? You are investing too much confidence in evil gods who oppose Skaya and your true purpose, and I can't abide that. And as difficult as this is for me to confess, I think your plan is very dangerous, and so are you. Oh? Yes, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to devote all my efforts to stopping you. I'm sorry to hear that, Kanya. What did you have in mind for this new and exciting adversarial phase in our relationship? I'm so glad you asked. You see, I have been training a powerful wizard. Exclamation point. Yes, your shout pole is like a tower broadcasting your fear across the ring, and you are right to be afraid. I have commissioned none other than the legendary Prince of Hope, and I am teaching him the ways of white sorcery. I have observed your methods, and you will come to the most unwelcome realization that all of your guile and cunning has finally backfired. This noble magician of pure light will serve as the counterpoint to your arcane debauchery. He will hunt you down, and goodness and hope will prevail. Is it too late to throw myself at your mercy? Yes, it is much too late for that. I see. Then clearly I will have to prepare for this soul-sundering duel, whilst I make my own funeral arrangements. Oh yes, I do believe securing a corpse box would be prudent. Fitted to two dimensions suited to your myriad of unassembled, leaky body parts in aggregate. What will herald the arrival of the swift and righteous thaumaturge? Thaumaturgy? Will I be blinded by the fearsome lashes of light ribboning from the incandescent coastline of his beauteous aura? Should I borrow my friend's sunglasses? Yes, definitely that. Definitely do that. Wait, I hope that wasn't too emphatic. Maybe at this point I should clarify this is all a big joke. Yeah, I was getting that. You don't always have to tip your hand, Kanya. You were doing well. I was? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. I think what I find most challenging about human insincerity-based humor is the degree of commitment to the fantasy which is apparently requisite. We take it very seriously. I mean to say, the gesture of hostility in this case was the joke. I did in fact train this character. I made him a wand to shut him up. Wait, you did? Really? He wouldn't stop harassing me for your secrets. That's incredible. Well done. He's the one with the royalty complex and speaks with all the extra V's and W's. Oh, I know exactly who you were talking about from the start. Okay. I must say, this little project pleases me. Do keep me apprised of all future developments. Okay, I will. At least until my looming grim dark death steals me away. Yeah, that is still something that I don't really want to joke about. I hope that came across as a sincere statement. Jade, answer fairy god troll. My mind went blank. The orange guy began trolling Jade. He said, "Hey, Jade." "Oh, hi. I remember you. Tavros. You talk to me a lot in my dreams." "Yeah, but now I'm talking to you being awake because your robot can't type because it had an explosion." "Yep, that's because my dream self died. Pretty catastrophically." "Oh no, I'm definitely pretty sorry to hear that." "Thanks, but I think I'm okay. I felt pretty shaken up at first, though." "Yeah, I did too. I spent so long sleeping and dreaming and playing on Prospect that being awake was made to feel weird, and I didn't like it for a while." "Yeah, I've done a lot of sleeping myself, smiley face." "Oh, yes, I know, but I saw you. You were awake a lot, too. After a certain moment, I spent just about every waking hour being asleep." "Why? Wow, why did you sleep so much?" "It was just a better way to be, more peaceful and fun, and I guess there was something that happened that was incredibly terrible and sad and made me feel terrible and sad and sleepy. So I slept a lot." "Oh no, what happened that was so terrible?" "I prefer that the thing I want to talk to you about not turn into that topic." "Okay, sorry for prying. What did you want to talk about?" "I wanted to ask you permission. I would have asked permission the first time, but at the time you were not able to give it or talk or anything." "Permission for what?" "To commune with your Lucis." "With Beck? What do you mean by commune? And what do you mean the first time? You did it before?" "Yeah, it means to talk to him and suggest he do something which is good for him and also for people he likes." "Oh, like a psychic power?" "Yeah. Pretty sweet. When did you do it before?" "Oh, very recently, personally speaking. But for you it was very long ago. And it was a really good example, I think, of exactly why Wigglers should not be allowed to dual-wield flintlock pistols." What?" "So I did the liberty of communing with your Lucis, which I hope wasn't out of line, but like I said, you were unavailable, by which I mean unavailably small. So then I communed him to use his amazing powers to intervene and reroute the projectile away from the path that would have harmed you. And also, as a wonderful bonus and coincidence, it happened there was a felon on your property. It was, I think, surely in aging rogue who was very much keen on intruding between your really nice looking family. And as fortune would have it, the small missile was redirected into the senior interloper's chest. And he died. Smiley face with big horns. Oh my gosh. That wasn't a senior interloper. I'm pretty sure you're talking about my grandpa. Oh. And if I'm interpreting correctly, you're saying you used Beck to make me shoot him? Oh, that's so awful. What's it, Grandpa? Oh boy. It's basically an old man who seems the same role, I guess, as Lucis does on your planet. He was like my dad. He took care of me. Well, that is a really weird cultural thing, I guess. Sigh. Sorry, then, about my cultural ignorance. Well, I'm not blaming you or anything. It sounds like you were just trying to help, and you did save my life. But, I mean, jeez. Talk about a misunderstanding. Well, now I feel very stupid. But I don't think I will give in to bad self-esteem this time about this. It's important to stay confident about stuff. Don't you agree? Sure. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to bond and become closer in an emotional way. Probably. It is? Oh yes. See, the funny thing is, I also killed my Lucis by accident. I mean, my Lucis, that was a little fairy bowl, not an old man with a huge gun. Oh no, how did that happen? I murdered him inappropriately with a 4-wheel device. Flat mouth. What kind of device? Like the kind basically to sit in and roll around? Oh, you mean a wheelchair? Freaking good guess. I guess that's a way to call it. How did that happen? Well, I was sitting in it, being useless like usual, and he got under the wheel in his nap. Sad face, open mouth. I'm so sorry. Also, I didn't realize you were paralyzed. Not that I'm saying sorry for that. That would be rude, I think. I'm just saying sorry for your loss. Oh, it's okay, on both things. He came back to life for a while and could talk, and that was fun. And also, I'm not paralyzed anymore. Smiley face with longhorns. No, I have robot legs, and I feel great, and I can walk. Wow, nice. Oh yes, it is truly nice. I am a new and different guy, mostly. Being not physically handicapped is most certainly the key to having high self-esteem. That, I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, absolutely. Take it from me as what fact is true. And now I feel emboldened to do bold things that heroes should do, like save the life of a pretty girl and kill the fiendish old man who, whoops, wasn't fiendish and you loved him. Sorry. Well, that's good, I guess. I just wish maybe you told me what happened when I was younger. I spent years wondering about it. When I was really young, I was sure that the doll sitting across from him did it. And for a long time, I was terrified of the evil blue girl. She sort of haunted my childhood, and I had trouble sleeping for a long time. But of course I got older and realized that was silly, but then I just speculated that maybe it was suicide, which was a really sad thing to think about. Wow, yeah, I totally blew that then. I guess I could still tell you about it in your past. But even if you do, I don't remember you doing so. Oh, then I guess I won't. Okay, slanty mouth. But yeah, irregardless, this is likely to be exactly the kind of thing not to stand in the way about good feelings about myself. ... I mean, I saw that your Lucis saved you anyway in advance, and I just wanted to make it possible so that I was one involved with being the hero there, to save you, like to put myself in your story, in a brave capacity, because that's what feeling good and positive about yourself is all about. Wow, you sound really confused to me. Absolutely, I am confused like a fox, the kind that has high self-esteem. Hehehehe. You're incredibly silly. I can't really tell to what extent you're joking around here. I understand that, and jokes happen, yes, but feeling great about yourself is not a joking issue. It is heavy-duty business and needs to be given all the seriousness that sad things get. I learned that from my friends, and also from Rufio. Rufio? Yes, he's a fake. What do you mean a fake? A fake guy I made up imaginarily. He never stops being a thing that's not real. Oh, like an imaginary friend. Heh, okay. I'm pretending that being fully honest about Rufio's fakeness and being upfront about his general fraudulence, that it will only give me extra confidence. I'm pretending that as hard as I can in the most confident way, which makes it partially more true. That sure is a philosophy you have there. Yes, being confident is always about saying and doing the things you feel, even if the afraid part of you says, no, please don't do that. Like, here's a thing I'm afraid to say to you, Jade, but I'm too confident now to let my afraidness make me feel terrible. Oh? Well, what is it? I remember I talked to you a lot when you were sleeping. Yes. And we talked about a lot of things, and we had some things in common, and it was nice. Sure. And I think consequently, the emotional result is probably that maybe I have some possible red feelings for you. Red feelings? What do you mean? I mean, you mean, whoa, wait, really? Open mouth. Wow, that sure was a hard thing to say and made me incredibly nervous. But I said it because of my remarkable leg-powered self-confidence. And now I think all that's left is definitely your reciprocation about that, probably. Well, I don't think I can reciprocate. Oh. I mean, you're nice, but I don't really know you. I don't even know your name. Oh gosh, how stupid can I be? I forgot to say, I'm Tavros. Okay, Tavros. I don't know if you've fully thought about this. You don't actually know me very well either. Oh yes, I surely do, because we've had a number of spirited conversations wherein you were very nice and pleased to speak to me. Did I misinterpret that? Was it not actually niceness? Well, no, I was being nice, because I like to be nice to people when I can, and when they're nice to me. But things are a little more complicated than that. You can't know someone just by a few conversations. I mean, I only talked to you when I was asleep. I'm kind of different when I'm dreaming. I forget things, and at times I'm not totally sure what's real. Don't you remember that's what it's like to dream on Frostbite? Kind of. Sorry. I feel bad about having to disappoint you, but I don't know what else to say. But what about my attractive bravado and ignoring my instinctual cowardice hard enough to say that I like you? Isn't that supposed to be very attractive and encourage the major having of flush feelings in others? I guess what I mean is, what about all my confidence? What do you think about that? Jeez, Tavros, I'm really flattered you like me and all, and that sure is confident of you to say so, and that's great, but I guess confidence is one thing, but there is such a thing as being too forward, I guess? Wow. Okay. I also think, and really this is just polite, friendly advice, that if you're really confident, you don't always have to say it all the time. It, oh man, I'm sorry to say, it just comes off as a little secure and off-putting and kind of defeats the purpose. And all things considered, I think we should just stay friends. Or really, continue building a friendship in the first place. Since, like I said, we don't actually know each other that well. Yeah, sorry, big frowny mouth. No, if I'm being realistic, I think that's what's reasonable to say to me, and I'll work on toning down my self-respect a little. Ah, no, you should have self-respect. Just, oh boy, this is frustrating. Can we talk about this later? I have some things to do. Why don't we get back to the original point? Why do you want to commune with Beck again? Yes, of course. I wanted to get the approval from you to commune him again, now that he's a sprite, to perpetrate one of my heroic ideas again. Uh-oh. What is your idea this time? I will suggest to him that he attack your adversary, as well as ours, and maybe beat him to solve everybody's problems. Wow, I don't know about that. But I have great skill in commanding beasts to glory and battle, and yours is surely the strongest beast I've seen. But he's my best friend, and you've already managed to get one of my family members killed. But according to my self-confidence, I think I'm pretty sure I can use his power to be successful. Oops, pretend I didn't mention my self-confidence or say anything off-putting. But all of our adversaries have inherited his powers. I would imagine the strongest guy would have all his powers and then some. I'm not really comfortable with this. Oh. You said you're asking me permission first, and I appreciate that. But if you're asking, I'm afraid my answer is no. Okay, I respect that. But I wonder... What? I wonder if a truly self-confident guy, with the best self-esteem there is, would even need to ask. Maybe the best guy would just know he would be successful and would do it anyway because it's for your own good and everyone else's. No way! That would be smug and arrogant and would make you a bully. Later, if my friends and I want to ask Beck for help and decide that's our best help, then that's our business. Until then, just please stop meddling. Wow, okay. You're right about all that. I'll respect your wishes. Or will I? Winky face with big horns. No, don't. I'm serious. Ugh, I think my headache is coming back. I was just making a joke. Sorry, sad face with big horns. I guess us becoming a friendship doesn't have to happen now. No, it's fine. I just really don't want you to do that, okay? Yeah. I have to go now. Bye, Tavros. Jade stopped trolling Tavros, and Vriska began trolling Tavros. Says, ah ha 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 ha. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how hilariously pathetic that whole exchange was. Even by your wretched standards, Toradork. Ha 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 ha. Oh gosh, I can't breathe. Absolutely priceless. 8 squishy eyes, big happy open mouth. Hey, Vriska, that was supposed to be a private correspondence of a personal nature. How could you even be reading that? Tavros, sometimes your stupidity surprises even me. Next time you decide to open your heart to an alien girl, make sure her chat client isn't being holographically projected for all to see, okay? thief tear into page. Whoops. It was so embarrassing just reading that, Tavros. I'm embarrassed. I was actually feeling genuine embarrassment. Your obscene incompetence is actually polluting my otherwise pristine composure. Nice going. So, I don't care. Jade let you down too easy. She's too nice. Someone's got to tear into you for that appalling display. And once again, guess whose shoulders that falls on? That's right, Vriska's as usual. I think she has the right amount of niceness, personally. An amount that's some instead of none. Hey, I'm nice when it matters, and where it doesn't strangulate the critical development of people I give a crap about, okay? Really, I don't know what you see in her. She is completely useless. Like you. Wait, of course! It makes perfect sense. You and she represent the ideal mate spiritship. How could I have been so blind? Two perfectly pointless grubs in a bucket. No, I have too much self-confidence now to be upset by your scandalous imagery. I don't think she's useless. I don't think I am either. Because of new self-esteems obtained, remember? Oh, will you please stop going on about your freaking self-esteem? I will say this much about her. She was right about that. How insufferable can you get, prattling on and on about how confident you are? Tavros, you give confidence a bad name. I gave you all the chances in the world to earn it, to earn real confidence, and you failed. You wouldn't even do the one little thing I asked you to. The one thing that would have made you man up once and for all. So instead, you flew away and cried and decided to sleep away your sorrow for the rest of the adventure. Do you have any idea how sick that made me? Everything about you makes me sick. When you talk about your self-confidence, I get sick a little. You don't know what confidence is. Robo-legs don't give you confidence. That ain't no more true than saying my robo-arm gave me mine. See what I mean? Your confidence is a faker that even the great Rufio himself, Lord of the Unreal, is faker than Rufio. It's pure fiction. A false, fakey, fraudy con job from a wimpy loser, charlatan, bullcrap artist. It's shallow and nauseating, just like you. Do us all a favor and shut up about it. Okay, I think this is actually making me pretty mad. Yeah, right. I'll believe that when I see it, chump. I don't want you to mock me anymore. I don't know if my confidence is real or what, but I would like you to stop saying stuff like that to me. And stop saying bad things about my friend Jade, too. Jade is an idiot. A useless, boring nobody. What has she done for her party other than frick everything up every step of the way? What does she ever do but take naps and get in trouble? She's awful, and you deserve each other. Oh wait, except she hates you. Ah ha 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 ha. Even the boring, pointless girl hates you. Talk about a guy who can't get a break. Though I guess she's not completely useless. 8-eye smiley face. What do you mean by that? Okay, Tavros. I gave her credit for something, so I'll give you credit for something too. Your plan to control her lusus really wasn't a bad idea. And using your ability to save her life, lol, was a pretty good way to test how effective your powers are across sessions. Pretty good way to practice, to know where you stand. Practicing your abilities is important. So when it comes down to using them for something that really matters, you know you're ready for prime time. I know this firsthand. I got lots and lots and lots of practice with your little guinea pig friend, 8-eye happy face, open mouth. So really, turns out she wasn't so useless after all. Far from it. Whoa, wait, Are you saying you did to her? Are you saying you did to her? Oh, what are you saying you did to her? Not really the point. The point is, I'm trying to pay you a compliment. At this point, you're so sad and disgusting, you should treat anything nice anyone has to say about you like a chest full of shimmering boombucks. Okay, gosh, what? Like I said, your plan was solid. Controlling the Guardian to go after Jack was a fine idea. Sure would stir some crap up. Better than being an insignificant, scuttering piece of trash all the time, I say. Stuttering. And you were definitely onto something about doing it irregardless, lol, of her wishes. Because it's for her own good. That's what winners do. They do what is right for someone they care about, even if the other person does nothing but whine and moan and act ungrateful about it. Better you learned later than never. In fact, I would go as far as saying that you went ahead with her plan, if you went ahead with her plan against her wishes. I might just earn you, just earn you a smidgen of respect from me. We'll see. There's really just one catch. Oh, what's that? The catch is it's not going to work. What isn't? Aren't you even listening to me? Man, clear the Rufio wax out of your ears. You couldn't sick the Guardian on Noir even if you were inclined. Not even if I were to make you inclined. 8 eyes, 1 winky pair, smiley face. Why? Because you are dealing with a pro here. I already thought of that. I thought of everything. The Guardian is not going to attack the agents who engineered him in the first place. Or who I should say were encouraged, lol, to engineer him. I was striking a mutually beneficial arrangement. This is often the most effective way to manipulate others. I sort of gave them an idea, nudged them along the direction of seizing more power, which they wanted to do anyway. Remember, I already have a lot of experience getting these simple-minded agents to march to my drumbeat. I was exiling them left and right in our session. I'm an expert at this by now. Why would you do that? Tavros, at this point it should be obvious. I am the unseen hand behind every major event in their session, and to some extent, their whole lives. At least, those events not happening by the volition of their own natural incompetence. Don't you think this is how it should be? Shouldn't the greatest player leave her fingerprints on every step of the rise to power of her ultimate nemesis? Wow, no, I don't even know how to say all the ways I think that's crazy. But you must agree, because you were copycatting my idea. No, I wasn't. You were brazenly inserting yourself into Jade's history. The self-insertion plan was my idea, and it's revolting and cowardly of you to deny it. That was for a good thing, though. Ha 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 ha, sure, whatever you say. It's incredibly sad how outclassed you are. It's actually depressing that you thought you could beat me at my own game. And then, most sickeningly of all, you don't own up to it. I have every angle covered already. The human session is on full secret lockdown circuit. Any effort you make to disrupt my plans will be laughable, just like everything you have ever done in your life. The only thing left to do now is to prepare to kill Jack myself and save everyone's ungrateful butts. It's a shame you're not strong enough to take him on with me. Too bad you spent so long sleeping instead of turbo leveling like me. We might have made a pretty awesome team. Oh well, page. Retrieve arms. Okay then. Oh, okay then. All of your unusual insulting things aside, my take on this is that you created our impossibly hard bad guy who wants to kill us. And by association, I guess that makes you the bad guy too, instead of a good guy who's just mean. Nice deduction. Wrong, excruciatingly linear, and laced with the sort of absolutes morons like to throw around, but nice. And that being the case, even though I'm terrified of you, and not as strong or really confident, only mostly fake confident. Yes, go on. I think I am going to have to stop you. Yeah, that's the spirit. Pretty weak slime threat there, but it's a start. Tell you what, if you can find me in this lab, you can have at me. I'll even give you a free shot. No funny business or anything. Okay, then, here I come. I'll be waiting, heart. Hang on, I have to let the cat out. There he goes. Come on. Happen. Andrew, ride. Yes. Heck yes. Heck. Please. Freaking. Yes. Awesome. Thanks so much. And so came to an end the most heroic thing that ever happened in the history of metification. Let's move on. Air, level up. Man, Skylark. The windy thing subsides, and clear skies prevail. You soar to the highest rung and rule over your edge ladder as the air transparent. Boondallers fly. Along with Planet Healer, Hammerkind Paragon, The Breeze Kneels, Ripe Tyke, Man Skylark, Dr. Ragnarok. Air, cloud up. The clouds have returned. The fireflies are still trapped. The spell remains unbroken. There is commotion behind you. A nearby village, perhaps? Sound, John, enter village. I knew you were gonna say that, you freaking clown. Alright. Pick up serious business goggles. He re-equipped the serious business goggles. Would have sucked if you lost these. Answer first gun. John. Make up your mind if it's click or spacebar. Congratulations! For what? You mean that windy thing? I actually did that somehow? Well, yes, you did. And I suppose congratulations are in order for that too. But mostly, I'm congratulating you for gaining all the levels. 8 eyes open, shocked mouth. Oh right, I got to the top of my edge ladder somehow. I didn't even really think it had a top, or that I would get there so fast. So I guess that's it then. I don't have to worry about leveling up anymore. That's pretty neat. Don't be ridiculous, John. While you may have technically gained all the levels just now, you did not truly gain all of them just yet. In a way, this is really just the beginning. It is? Yes, you are now ready to begin your ascent through the god tiers. Nobody I know is able to progress this far anywhere near as fast as you, John. Not even me. I can't tell you how proud I am. Wow, really? Okay, what do I do? The thing is, from this point on, you can't make any progress while you're awake, so you've got to get to sleep. But not just any boring old nap will do. You need to go to sleep in a special bed. You must find your quest bed, John. That sounds pretty cool. Where is it? Not too far away. But rather than me telling you, why don't you talk to the locals, and ask around? I've helped you get this far, but at some point you're gonna have to start taking some steps all by yourself. I think you're ready for that. If you make all the right decisions and play all your cards right, heck, you might even wind up at a higher tier than I did. I hope this turns out to be the case. I am rooting for you all the way. Now get going and find that bed. Okay, I will. Thanks a lot, Vriska. Oh, she's still sparkly. Taking crap. Talk. Did you see it? It was there, after the windy thing. See what? Oh gosh, I can't think of the word. The big flat thing that's as wide as possible and up. The dark colored ceiling that the clouds stay under. You mean the sky? Yes, it was so beautiful. I hope to witness its miracle again one day before the end of my sadly short amphibious lifespan. Yeah, mini tower. Top. That was quite a bluster, wouldn't you say? It really had us all whipping around here, our little legs flailing every which way. You must be talking about the windy thing. Yeah, sorry about that. What would you have to be sorry about? A great surge of the breeze like that could only be summoned by the air. It means he's finally come. This is so exciting. Please let me know if you see him. Hehehehe. I thought for sure our mushroom was cooked. The green tragedy nearly consumed us all. The green tragedy? Oh, you mean the fire? Yes, word is spread of the global catastrophe. Thousands of lives were lost. Luckily, the air saved us. I'm gonna pop a big friendly bubble in his face if I am ever lucky enough to meet him. Wow, sounds like he's in for a treat. He can't open that door. Yeah, can of tab. Oh yes, you have been dying to try this beverage for a long time. Perfect timing too, since you're in need of a good sugar kick. This can should be jam-packed, full of real, actual sugar. Blech, this stuff sucks. We must all come together and unify as a people after the terrible green tragedy. This harmonious union will mostly entail a lot of standing around and fidgeting hyperactively. Together! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't wait for the air to visit our village. Hey, maybe he's here right now. Maybe if I blow my spit bubble to be big enough, it will catch the air's reflection, and I will be able to bask in his magnificence. Wait, I see someone in my bubble's reflection right now. Could it be? Could it? Oh, never mind. It's just a dumb boy with some square glass shapes on his face. Hey. got one of your fake arms? Man, why do they have to rummage through your stuff and start mailing it all over the planet? Oh, baby! Oh my gosh! Hey, little fella, where are your parents? Do salamanders even have parents? Oh, duh, of course they do. I guess what I mean is, do you have a family or anything? Glad. I already adopted one young salamander today, but then I left her at my friend's house. So I think I'll let you be. I don't know if I'm cut out to be a dad. I mean, I don't even have a tie or a pipe or a really serious looking wallet or anything. Thinking about it is making me miss my dad. Hey, I wonder if I'll see him when I sleep on my quest bed. I hope so. So, anyway, thanks for listening. See you, little guy. Glad. You got more illegal contraband. Dude, this frog is so illegal. You better ditch this thing before a wily agent of Durst sees you with it. Read signpost. Left, village. Right, mushroom orchard. And also a secret grotto. Shh. Come on. I thought the spell was broken there for a moment. The clouds went away and the fireflies were all buzzing around, acting disoriented. But then the clouds came back. To be honest, I was a little relieved. I've grown fond of them, and if the fireflies were to escape from above, I would miss them dearly. They're really pretty, and they're my friends. Ah. Shop. Welcome. Looking for something tasty today? Says snack vendor. Big boy mushroom. Cone of bugs, onion, tasty mushroom, jar of bugs, mushroom shake, big boy mushroom, grasshopper. Our village has the best snack stand in the land. It offers the juiciest bugs and most succulent onions. I'm so hungry. Alas, I have not a single boondollar to pop my bubble with. I've got loads of boondollars. Here, I'll treat you to a nice lunch. The salamander got 100 boondollars. Oh gosh, this is like a small fortune. I can finally afford to try the most sublime delicacy on the menu. But if I opt for that, I can afford nothing else that is tasty. Yes, I guess having money leads to some complicated decisions. Oh well, enjoy. Hey, I heard a rumor that if you were some kind of Mr. Moneybags over here, that you were. Well, boy, do I have an offer for you. What is it? A treasure. It will cost you 10k boondollars to discover what it is and obtain it. Wow, 10k? That is a lot. But really, I guess it's not so much since I have millions. Millions? Why didn't you say so? I revised my offer to 100k boondollars. Hey, you can't do that. I will pay you 10k, and that's my final offer. You drive a hard bargain out of that silly toothed mouth of yours. Very well, the deal has been made. You got a Smuppet. Ugh, it was one of Dave's dumb butt puppets? I hate these things. What a ripoff. Whoa, you got a whole boon case. ... But it's empty and therefore worthless. Too bad. You guess riches aren't quite so easy to come by. Tube irrelevant. Just decoration. I am the absolute pinnacle of fashionability. marvel at the object upon my head and admire the luster of its velveteen rumples. It was so expensive. Oh man, look at that dashing style. Rumpled head objects are all the rage these days. I would love to wear one, but I just don't have the money. Well, I agree it is important to keep up with the fashions. Tell you what, I'll give you some money for a hat so that you can be one of the coolest salamanders in town. Here you go. Salamander got 1,000 boon dollars. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I love my new rumpled head object and I love you. Hehehe, you're welcome. Haberdasher. Hello. Looking for a head object that is rumpled and unsightly? All of our head objects are rumpled and unsightly, fortunately. Rumpled head object, even rumplier head object, the rumpliest head object of all. Shh, listen. Do you hear that? He's still asleep. Thank goodness. But when the windy thing was kicking up all that fuss, it sounded like he was not happy at all. Makes him absolutely furious when anyone other than him bends the breeze to his will. It is not pleasant for anybody. Luckily, there's only one person who can do that, and he is surely a mythical figure who only morons believe in. Another one. Got a small bit. Oh great, just what you needed. A pipe full of puppet butt. Nice. These ones don't do anything, do they? No. Look inside. Oh. Good talk. All that commotion very nearly woke the slumbering one, I think. That would have been dreadful. But he's still asleep. I am sure that only the air can wake him and break the spell over this land. It's said the air will wake the denizen by playing a mythical song, magical, only he can play. And when he wakes up, the air will meet the terrible beast face to face. It is then that he will be offered the choice. The nature of the air's triumph depends on what he chooses. Then the air will lead us all to a beautiful place, with the most bristling insect furrows and the richest, dampest mushroom soil you could ever hope to farm. Or so the story goes. Probably a lot of bullcrap if you ask me. So much doubt in the world. What will it be today, says the merchant. Feather cadence, pneumatic progression, breathless battaliga, ivories in the fire, mixolydian, maelstrom, and Fantasia's inhale. It is this way to what we locals call the glow shape. It is above the thing that the air will take his most important and legendary naps upon. Oh, that must be my quest bed. The air's quest bed. I almost forgot I was being all sneaky and incognito here. My response to that will simply be a singular, unintelligent, and unpunctuated glub. Okay. I hope that didn't end it, but it might have. Still have to go the other way. Yeah, I think it. Frick. Can I leave Vriska on the ground? Bye, Vriska. I have to go to the secret grotto. And the other thing that I forgot. There's two things. Hey you, don't go any further. The mushroom orchard has been commandeered by a frightening beast. It is terribly powerful, unlike any underling I have ever seen. At least not before the green tragedy. The devil is making it nigh impossible to farm our gosh dang mushrooms. Halt! We are guarding the mushroom orchard. It is for your own good. Do not pass. Guard, guard, guard. We are an elite team of village guards guarding this orchard here. Together, we represent an impenetrable edifice of amphibious fury. There is no way anyone is getting through. Public safety is assured. Oh, he's big. A little slidey. Why he's so big? Oh. No. Oh. Bank. Oh. Is it just you, Mr. Uranium Imp? You shouldn't be here. I don't want to hit him with a hammer. I don't think I could talk to him. Here, beastie, beastie, beast. Ew. He doesn't really look like he's taking any damage. I'm gonna freaking kill John. Nah. He's kind of hard to find without running into him. Not a ton of room to work with. Ooh. In here. Well, not. Okay. Is he gonna do anything? Ow! That hurt a lot. Woo! Woo! Gaming. Ah, crap. Well, it moves a tiny bit. I could really see it there. Just skip forward like 5 minutes. Wait, is that his hat? Yes. Bonk, 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 bonk. Nope. Almost got him. So wiggly. Ah, crap. Did his health stay? Hello? Oop. Radical. Oh, big uranium. Delicious. Now I'm gonna hit this thing with a hammer trying to talk to it. He's immune. This is good. I didn't turn the volume back down. So sorry. You have anything to say? No. It was useless. But I sure did do it. Okay, John, proceed to quest bed. Ow. John, take legendary nap. Okay, I think I'm ready to take this legendary nap and then climb the god tiers, I guess? Yes, exactly. Pretty exciting, isn't it? Yeah, maybe a little too exciting. What's that mean? I'm not sleepy at all. Also, this is not much of a bed. More like a really hard slab of rock. I don't see how I'll be able to sleep. John, would you like me to put you to sleep? You mean you're asking this time instead of just doing it? What happened to you wanting to be responsible for me becoming a hero? John, I am clearly involved in your rise to power now regardless. That can't be changed. I'm giving you the option because at some point a hero has to start making choices. Once you take a break from hunting treasure and stop getting distracted by side quests, you eventually realize that's what this game is all about. The choices you make affect the destiny of the universe you create, as well as the type of hero you become. It would have been nice if someone was around to explain all this to me and let me have some control over my own fate. I had to do this a much less pleasant way. I'm sparing you that indignity. Besides, it's not like you're some loser who doesn't know how to make tough decisions. So what'll it be, John? Well, I'm supposed to go to sleep to realize my destiny, and you have the ability to make me do that, so I don't really see the harm in that. It sounds like it's just the practical thing to do. Am I hearing a yes, John? Yes, that is my decision. Briska, please put me to sleep. You got it, heart. Eight-eyed smiley face. Sound, John, rise up. 4/13/2009 through 12/16/2010, day 612. Dave pestered Terzi. Dave began pestering Terzi. Says, okay. What? Angry eyebrows, question mark mouth. What do you mean, what? I mean, what are you waiting for? Are you gonna just stand there, or are you gonna suck it up and assassinate that nice-looking Dave in his sleep? Angry eyebrows, smiley face. But you know if I'm going to or not. It's lame for you to pretend there's any element of surprise here. Why don't you just tell me? Oh, I get it. You want to rise to the god tiers and become as great as John, while still forfeiting all of your decisions and free will to a blind girl in another dimension. Really heroic, Dave. Or should I say, so cool. Angry eyebrows, 8-mouth, smiley face. Look, I don't mind making the decision if that's what's going on here. Like doing the free will thing. Oh, is that a thing now? Yes. How would it ever stop being a thing? Being a thing's not something it ever stopped doing. I just want to know what's really going on here before I decide to start chopping off the heads of outrageously good-looking snoozing dudes. I told you. You need to die on your quest bed to reach the god tier in Skya with John. Okay, I know, but something about this doesn't add up. Who is this guy? I don't remember sleeping on this bed, or reaching the god tier, I'm pretty sure that's something I'd remember. So is he from the future? Does this mean later I'm gonna have to put this ugly gosh dang suit back on? Which I thought we both agreed I'd retired from the wardrobe forever? And then go back in time and sleep in this bed and get killed by me right now. Do I have the stable loop right? Nope. Then what? I can tell you. But first, are you so sure this is the source of your hesitation, Dave? Keeping track of temporal logistics? Why wouldn't I be concerned about that? If we make mistakes, then dead Daves start piling up. And dead Daves are the enemy, remember? Says the sword-holding guy who's about to add more to the pile. Add one to the pile. I'm just saying, it isn't easy for anyone to face their own death, even if the consequence is to their benefit. Not even any of us managed to do it. Well, except for one. Who? Take a wild guess. Okay, got it. I wonder if this can finally be the conversation that doesn't deteriorate into a lot of whining and moaning about her. Angry eyebrow, tongue stick out mouth. So, if I'm understanding this guy isn't from the future, who came back to finish a time loop, and he's not from the past because I remember doing all this, so this isn't part of our timeline choreography at all. Must be from an offshoot timeline, which means he's doomed. Yes. Okay, so how did this happen? Where did we frick up? We didn't. Sorry about this, Dave. It was the best way I could think of to show you what this involves. You wouldn't stop bugging me about why you'd never be able to catch up with John. I told you wouldn't be able to face your death, and that wasn't good enough for you. So here we are. What exactly did you do? Okay, remember when you were asking me about this god tier stuff, and how John was able to ascend? I told you it would involve dying, and you kept going on and on about it, so I gave you a choice, to find out now or find out later. Yeah, I remember. This seems like a long time ago already. Was that, like... What was that? What was that? Like more than a day for me chronologically? Yes, but it was only a couple of minutes ago for me. You finally wore me down with all your recent pestering. So I said fine, and went back a little earlier on your timeline to kick this off. So this is how we're doing this now. Okay, but you didn't actually give me a choice. You just flipped a coin. Yeah, and I left the decision over the outcome of the flip in your hands. Angry eyebrow, smiley face. Shoosh, shoosh, shoosh. Maybe you forgot. I wouldn't blame you since there's been a lot to keep track of. But here's how it went down. You were strutting around in your delicious Kiwi 8-ball suit and running your fresh mouth as usual. Derp, yo Tersey, sup, gotta be John, gotta be John. He's got a real long hood and he does wind, how can I get powers too? Oops, red is how I talk, my bad. Oh my gosh, Dave, this is decadent. Why didn't you ever tell me how amazing it is to type like this? I almost can't handle it, angry eyebrows, oh mouth. Okay, stop that crap, it's probably like crack to you. I'm not gonna stand by and watch you fall prey to your own wild cherry ape crap apocalypse. Okay, angry eyebrows, frowny face. So anyway, I'm like Dave that's gonna to involve facing your own, I'm like Dave that's gonna involve facing your own death. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't think you're ready for that. So then Dave is like, that's so stupid, blah blah blah, I'm being difficult and cool, word up. So I say fine, I'll show you, but only if you promise to the exact terms of my arrangement in order to protect the integrity of this timeline, and grab out a smiley face. The arrangement being the coin flip thing. Thank gosh we did that, otherwise we'd be screwed. I probably would have gone back in time and killed my own grandfather. Oh wait, I never had one. Ah, but it was important. You just didn't know what was going on, which was for your own good. I told you I was going to flip a coin, and before I did, you had to pick a side without telling me. Good heads or bad heads? And you were like, hey sure Tersey, I will hecka go along with your two-faced thing. Whatever that means, angry eyebrows, slanty mouth. Oh yeah. What did that mean, by the way? What's a two-faced thing? Two-Face is a human Batman villain who's half ugly and flips coins all the time to make evil decisions. Oh. Well, that's kind of disheartening. I sort of thought my coin flipping was a cool and unique thing, angry eyebrows, frowny face. It's okay, flipping coins for reasons is still pretty radical, I guess. Why don't you finish your story? Back in time, wait for future. Back in time, go to sleep. Wait for future, back in time. Zim. Shh, only dreams. Now what? Gosh, the red is so bright. Right. So, the choice, if you recall, was I could show you how to reach the God tier now, or I could show you later. And you had to assign one option to good heads, and the other option to bad heads. And whatever the result of the flip, you had to promise to do what you committed to beforehand. No cheating and changing your mind, or that would frick it up. Right, exactly. So like I said before, I had no choice at all. I picked some options and you flipped a coin. Yes, but leaving the choice to you was important here. You'll see why if you think about it. Not seeing it. I picked good heads to mean you'd show me now. Bad heads to mean you'd show me later. You said it came up bad heads. So I was like, okay, I can wait. And I did for like a whole day. And now here you are showing me. Did I miss something? Yes. You forgot there was also an offshoot reality in which you made just the opposite decision. That was the one where bad heads meant I would show you right away. Remember before the flip I instructed you what to do in that event? To go back in time and wait for further instruction. And you did. He did, that is. He went back in time, and I told him to find his bed and go to sleep. And then future Dave would come later and kill him, sending him to the god tier if he so willed. If he could find the wherewithal to go through with it. The sleeping Dave, if he could find the wherewithal to go through with it. The sleeping Dave is the doomed Dave, the one who didn't wait. Future Dave is you, the one who waited. In your quest, you're the Alpha Dave. He's you. Angry eyebrows, big eyes, smiley face. Dave, show him your stabs. Then, this is kind of useless, isn't it? I thought you were bringing me back here to finish a stable time loop, not murder a guy you punked who's gonna die regardless. What's the freaking point of giving a doomed version of myself superpowers anyway? Maybe he will stop being doomed after you kill him. Maybe he will get the Dave powers and live a long and cool life and not be doomed anymore. Not being doomed anymore. How would you know unless you take a stab at it? Hehehehe. It's just the worst thing when you get morbid. And Grabber's tongue sticky out mouth. Anyway, maybe. But I kind of doubt that's how it works. I mean, doomed means doomed, doesn't it? The loopholes are only temporary. Like, look how Dave's sprite turned out. Angry Airbus, frowny mouth. Rip Mr. Orange Creamsicles, may he rest in deliciousness. Am I wrong in guessing that? Shouldn't you know better than me? Dave, when it comes to the time stuff, why would the seer of mind know better than the knight of time? I don't know. What does being a seer of mind actually mean? That is a great question, and Grandma's smiley face. Maybe if you think about it, you can figure it out yourself. Oh, okay. It's someone who asks a bunch of dumb riddles. I figured it out already. Yeah, right. Let's not get derailed here. We were talking about a serious issue, and I'm standing over my soon-to-be corpse while holding a freaking sword. Okay, that is fair. You're probably correct about doomed Mr. Kiwi Suit here. Paradox Space is pretty vicious about punishing those in violation of its plan. Punishing. Sure. It finds ways to annihilate the path which did not contribute constructively to its own propagation, and it is equally merciless to those who inhabit them, and in particular those who cause them. It appears to have a sense of justice, don't you think? I guess. Well, you asked what I thought, and that's what I think. The question remains. Now what? I don't know. None of this is making for a very persuasive argument that I should kill doomed me. But he is gonna die anyway. Why not just be the one to put him down? It's, at the very least, you can make sure it's a pleasant demise instead of something nastier, angry about smiley face. See? This crap you're doing now. This is the morbid crap I was talking about. It's not anywhere near as endearing as you probably think, even when you bracket smile after it. Like, okay, you just said something fricked up, but hey, there's a cute face. My heart just freaking melted. Dave, we both know my bracket smiles are irresistible. 3 angry eyebrow smiley faces. Okay, yeah, you're right. I just got one back over totally, I think. I think this whole thing was a ruse. And not even the funny kind that qualify as distractions. I think you got my whole timeline there in front of you, and you know dang well I have no intention of killing this guy ever. And it's just a big game you set up to watch me squirm over weird mortality issues while you giggle. Yeah? So, I guess well played? I don't know. Just one question. And please just drop your freaking justice riddles and be honest. Do I ever make the god tier? Like, the right way? Very well, I will stop tormenting you, Dave. No, you don't. But that is not as bad as it sounds. Like I said, none of us made it. Except for... okay, never mind. It wasn't necessary. We were already breezing through the game at our lower levels. By the time we reached the top of our etch ladders and mastered our frame motifs, we were completely dominated. Okay, so the end boss was more challenging than we expected, but by then it was too late to go back and do anything about it, and we had an army of lethal psychic robots to help us. It all worked out in the end. Why do you think I had you buy all those frame motifs? Even if you're not quite where John is, you're still a pretty deadly weapon. Angry eyebrows, smiley face. Okay, then cool. I guess I can live without wearing a sweet windsock hoodie and making time tornadoes or whatever. I was only bugging you about it because you were being so vague. Yes, I know. I thought it was better to show you what it involved. It's one thing to say sup sup Terzi, help me be a god, sup sup sup, but facing it is different. Our race is not exactly uncomfortable in the proximity of death, but it was still a challenge we weren't prepared for. And then Jack killed our dream selves, and I guess we lost that chance for good. Anger of a funny face. Alright then, I guess that's enough of this horse crap. Time to move on, right? Sure, if you really want to leave poor doomed Dave here to his own devices. I don't even want to be around when he wakes up. It'll be weird and awkward. I don't suppose I could talk you into putting him out of his misery based on the result of a coin flip, Angry Eyebrows' big open mouth. No, frick no. Put your freaking death coin away. Jeez. I'm forbidding you from ever flipping that coin again when you're talking to me or even thinking about me. Fine. Wow, Dave. So touchy about a silly little coin. You're overestimating its relevance here anyway. In fact, after I flipped it, I didn't even look at the result. Wait, you didn't? Nope. Dave, why would a blind girl look at a coin she can't even see? It doesn't make sense. That's freaking idiotic. You could smell a flea off a dog's balls. Angry about slanty mouth. Dave, see, this crap you're doing now, this is the gross crap I was talking about. It's not anywhere as endearing as you think. Ah ha 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 ha. This is BS. Okay, your coin flip of death was meaningless. Great to know. Is there anything else we need to do here? I sent you the money I got, and the frame motifs tell me what is there. I sent you the money I got. I sent you the money. I got all the frame motifs. Tell me what is there that's left besides you jerking me around. Probably time. We chill out for a while, and I get back in sync with my teammates. Oh yes, I know. You've got some work to do. I can take a hint and give you some space to do it, Angry Eyebrows, smiley face. Jade is going to need your help in her nice frosted marshmallow planet. Then I guess that's where I'll go. And if you can find it in your cool kid heart not to stay mad at me, feel free to get in touch anytime. Okay. I mean, I'm not even actually mad. I don't know. Angry Eyebrows, oh mouth. I still don't really get what you did. Was the trick really necessary? It sounds like the split off was a result of both possible decisions I could have made, and had frick all to do with your coin or randomness or luck. Exactly. See, do you get it? Get what? You asked what it means to be the seer of mind. Yeah, and I obviously still don't know. Okay, then I'll just ask this. How much of your reality do you think is made of what's in your mind? I don't know. It sounds like a riddle. Frick it, I'll just say all of it. I mean, that is the answer, right? Smart butt, Angry Eyebrows tongue stick out. It's not a riddle, it's a serious question. There's a big difference, Dave. If you see what's in your mind clearly and understand the power your thoughts have, then you understand reality, while everyone else is running around confused and angry and upset, because they think reality is something happening to them, rather than something they're making every moment with every thought. Oh, okay. How well do you think you know your mind, Dave? Really well. I know it biblically. It is an obscene, not safe for work spectacle. Hee 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 hee. I don't know what that means, but I know it's probably a rude joke. It means my skull is a bucket and my brain's a plump frick grub. Gross, Dave is gross. But I knew that too. I know your mind better than you. Oh, do you? I am not a psychic, but I have the sight seers are meant to have. It was my role to have it. To talk to people and see the tunnels and vortices in their mind and to understand the realities they would create if those thoughts led to action. As for my enemies, I was meant to bring about their inherent retribution flowing from the reality made by their own evil thoughts. And for my friends, to protect them from their tendency to underestimate the power their confusion has over their fate. To keep them out of trouble, Dave. Angry eyebrow, smiley face. Is that what you were doing just now? Maybe I was. You never know, seers are notoriously cryptic in their ways. Yeah, no frick. Anyway, it's been fun, Dave. It's been so fun because the more people try to hide, the more they show me. So I guess that's how I know. I like you so much. Angry eyebrows, open mouth, happy. Man, you're just some kind of know-it-all, aren't you? What else do you know? I know some very important things. Like? I know that you were onto something when you said luck wasn't involved with the coin flip. Yeah, because you didn't even look. It was like Schrodinger's freaking coin. And then it turned into Schrodinger's freaking Dave. Ricky Schrodinger? Yeah. Well, yes, that may be true. But even so, I do know that luck is a very real thing. Fortune is the essence of light, and it shines on those who've mastered it. But I know something more important than this. It is a big secret. Maybe the biggest and most important secret of all. What? Luck doesn't actually matter. Angry eyebrows, smiley face. This is it, Runt. Here's your chance. Kiss her. Kiss that girl, you wimp. Choke. Oh, for crying out loud. You make me sad, Runt. Just shaking my head here. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I gotta stop playing games for girls. You're on your own, Runt. Oh, now you wanna kiss me? Little late, don't you think? Save your breath, Paige. I ain't dead just yet. Besides, plenty of time for that later. 8 eyes, 1 winky pair, smiley face. Pick me up. Need to get somewhere fast. You ready to fly, pupa? I won't make you do it. This is up to you. Here's your chance. But do it fast, okay? Please don't make me bleed to death slowly. Thief. Thief. Why not take control? No, this is his decision. I know he can do it. Tavros, hurry up. Kill me. Kill me. Steal his will. It is what a thief does. End this. No, do it, you coward. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Diamonds. Switch 4. Take her out. Ah! You're making a mess, Junior. Finish her. What you waiting for? What are you? Some kind of wimp? Thank you very much, question mark now. Rise up, beef.